Hello, everyone, and welcome to this wonderful training today, Monetizing Your Purpose with a Plan. I'm Annette Piper, and I'm so excited to be your guide on this journey. I've been training in some kind of capacity for over 25 years and coaching as well, and I bring all of those skills to everything that I do today. And so today, I'm just thrilled to be able to share with you some powerful ideas on how and why you should have a solid business or profit plan and how it can lead you to live your purpose in a big way. The more lives that you touch, the more you're able to live your purpose. And of course, I love working with purpose-driven entrepreneurs, and most entrepreneurs have a purpose, but I'm talking about that really deep soul purpose that drives us forward. And you've got to have a profit plan to see that purpose come into play and make a big difference in the world. So I have two outcomes for this training day. First is to share with you some incredible ideas and the value, and help you understand the value of having a six-figure business plan or profit plan, and how it can not only enhance profits, but can also protect your business. The second outcome I have is to invite you on a journey with me, to invite you to come play with me on this journey of building a profitable business by giving you a free audio training. And I'm going to tell you about that at the end of the training. So stick with me till the end, and I'd love to share that gift with you. So we all know that businesses need a business plan, right? Yet how many of you have a solid, well thought out business plan that will lead you to a six-figure income or greater? My guess is not many of you, based on how many people I talk to in my business every year, and how many don't have a workable profit plan, let alone the solid foundation to drive your business forward. And for those of you that do have a profit plan or a business plan, is it really serving the greater purpose of your business? Or is it just doing what it needs to do to make you money, but really isn't a purpose-driven plan? There's many ways we can look at business plans, and most business owners don't like to do business plans. We have those running a business that are very right-brained, creative thinkers, run a lot on inspiration and intuition, and I've even had some tell me that they run their business plan based on what their guides are telling them. Not really a viable business plan, but you've got that creative right brain type person that's very visionary in their business. And then you've got the left brain type person that's very analytical, gets some numbers down, is very action oriented, but may not be able to tap into that larger vision, that really creative right brain process. So what I've done is I've created a whole brain, whole mind business plan or profit planning system that I call Paint Your Profits, because of course painting is a very kinesthetic, right brain creative activity, yet you've got to engage that left brain, that analytical mind, get the numbers down in order to make that vision viable. You've also got to engage the conscious and the unconscious mind, and you've also need to make sure that you're operating off of both feminine and masculine principles, because you need both in a business. You need more of that masculine focus driven energy, yet you need that feminine energy as well. You've got to be able to nurture your clients. You've got to be able to nurture yourself and take care of everything else that you have to do in your life while you're building a business. And so, like I said, I've created this whole brain business plan, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about that as we go through this call. But what I want you to understand first is the three most important reasons why you need a solid profit plan. First of all, a solid profit plan or business plan serves as a roadmap to where you want to go in your business. it it takes you from where you are to where you want to go and maps out those milestones that you need to hit along the way. So when I first started my business, I didn't have a plan at all. I just knew I wanted to, when I started my first business, I'm on my second business, but when I started my first business, it was like I knew I wanted to be a healer. I knew I wanted to do energy work and hypnosis and fitness training and all of that, but I had no idea that I needed a business plan. And therefore, even though that business did end up being somewhat profitable, it wasn't what I needed it to be. And so I decided to change and go a different route and create a solid business plan. And so, you think about your plan being, as I said, the roadmap. So you wouldn't even consider taking a road trip without a plan, unless you've got the luxury of time. You can just hop in your car and just go on a meandering journey without a plan. Most of us don't have that luxury. We have a week's vacation and we need to plan it out so that we can experience everything that we want to experience on that vacation, get from where we're starting from to where we want to go, and be able to get there in a timely manner so we can enjoy all the activities. And so your profit plan serves as the roadmap for your business. And you've got to have that clarity of a map, again, to get from where you are now to where you want to go in the future. And you've got to continually revise that as well. The second thing your plan does is it provides you clarity. Your plan helps you understand what's working in your business and what's not working in your business. If you don't understand what's not working in your business, is that definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And so your profit plan gives you that clarity of vision. It allows you to plan your daily activities, your weekly activities, your monthly and quarterly activities as well, so that you can meet those revenue goals, so that you can make the money that you want to make in your business. And it keeps you on task. What I see with a lot of business owners is they get caught in this bright, shiny object syndrome. They see what someone else is doing in their business and they think, oh, geez, maybe that's a way to go. Looks like they're making money. Or they see something else going on in someone else's business that might be the newfangled thing. And it's like, oh, maybe I need to go over here. And so they get all off track and just keep going for the latest and greatest that's being presented to them, without ever doing any kind of due diligence to see if that's even going to work with their target market, or to understand if that's going to work with their capabilities and skill set. And so you've got to have that clarity in your business. And the third reason that you need a plan is because of the IRS. If you're ever audited by the IRS, you need to have a business plan. That's one of the first things they're going to ask you for, especially if you are an LLC or a sole proprietorship or even an S Corp and you're doing a 1040, or you're doing a Schedule C on your 1040, or you're a home-based business. These are all high targets for the IRS. And so you need to make sure that you have a plan that shows that you are a viable business. Otherwise, they may classify your business as a hobby. And if they classify your business as a hobby, then you lose out on all of those wonderful tax write-offs and deductions that are afforded to you as a business owner. And having just completed a 3-year IRS audit in February, going through the audit process, going through the appeals process, I would rather have a mouthful of root canals than go through that again or wish it on my worst enemy. Although it was a huge learning experience and I gained a lot of value from that, it's a tough road to go on. And the business plan is not going to necessarily prevent you from being audited by the IRS, but if you ever are, it's going to protect you when you're audited by the IRS. When you are audited by the IRS, you need to have a business plan. You need to make sure that you're keeping all your records in your business. You're tracking your sales calls. You have your marketing material. You have to show that you're a business if that's their route, is to classify you as a hobby. And so you want to make sure that you have all of that in place. When I was being audited, I would talk to other business owners, and I'd say, you know, the first thing they asked me for was my business plan, and most of them were like, oh, I'd be screwed. And it made me realize how many people don't have a viable business plan in their business, and that's why this training is so important, and I want to share that with you. Now, the next idea that I'm going to share with you could create a breakthrough in your business, and this is the most important element of your plan. What are the revenue producing strategies that you are using to make money in your business? Which strategies produce profits the fastest or cash the fastest? You've got to know that. You've got to know, what is my fastest path to profits in my business? See, what happens a lot of times is we get this great idea that we want to implement in our business, and it may be a big cash producer down the road, but it's not our fastest path to make money in our business. And so we piddle around, we take all this time creating this strategy. In the meantime, we've lost months that we could have been creating profits in our business, messing around with a strategy that needed to be implemented along with these faster cash producing strategies. And so you want to know what is going to make money in your business the fastest. And there's two types of revenue producing strategies in your business. There's active strategies. So an active strategy would be, as a coach and a trainer, an active strategy is coaching people. An active revenue producing strategy for me is doing live trainings like this one, where maybe I sell a product or a program at the end, speaking in front of audiences. So those would be active strategies for me. Writing a book, creating a new product in my business, those are active strategies. If you're a dentist, having clients in the seats, working on their teeth, that's an active strategy, right? And the second strategy is a passive strategy, and you want to make sure that you have passive strategies in your business. So a passive strategy would be, once you've created a product, like an information product, and you have automated, systemized marketing pieces and sales pieces in place, where people can just go to your website and purchase that, and you really don't have to put a lot of work into that anymore, then that's more of a passive strategy. If you're in a multi-level marketing company, a passive strategy would be getting people on an automatic delivery or an automatic recurring order, so that month after month they're getting an order of a product. Or a continuity program, a membership site, would be another kind of passive product. You create it, you get people to join the membership, but you have things automated inside that membership site so that it just kind of runs itself. So that's a passive strategy, and you want both in your business. And again, what I see is in my coaching practices, business owners are all over the place with this. They don't understand what their fastest path to revenue is, and they don't understand how to sequence those items from, what's going to bring in revenue now and what's a longer term strategy that's going to bring in greater profits later, and what kind of passive strategies can I create. And you want to have those passive strategies, because if anything happened to you, you still need to have revenue coming in your business. So those passive strategies are really important. Now, there's 5 key elements to your profit plan. The first one is you've got to define and understand what your business vision is. And your business vision really serves as that guiding light in your business. It's like the lighthouse energy that is the light that guides people to the energy of your business. And it also keeps you on track with that purpose driven energy that you brought to your business in the first place. So there's 3 components of your vision, and that is your purpose, your business mission, and your business values. And of course, I like to help my clients align their business vision with their personal vision, which also contains your personal purpose, your personal mission, and your personal values. And your personal values and your business values are probably not going to be the same. So if family or spirituality are your personal values, they may not map over to your business, because unless you are a family-owned business or you're marketing to families, then family is probably not going to be a high value in your business. Same with spirituality. Unless you're running a spiritual-based business, then spirituality probably would not be a business value. But if integrity is a personal value, that could very easily map over as a business value. So you've got to understand what your purpose, your mission, and your values are, and create your overall vision for your business. The second thing you need to know is, what are your revenue producing strategies? Just to recap on what I just talked about, what's making money in your business? What's the fastest way for you to start producing cash flow coming into your business? And then understanding what your long-term revenue strategies are, because those fast revenue strategies may not be the same as your long-term strategies. So you want to make sure that you have those, and you want to make sure that you map out your revenue strategies. And of course, I go through all of this in my Paint Your Profits system as well. You also need to know what your monthly expenses are in your business. You've got to know what your profit and loss is in your business, what the net worth of the business is, what your cash flow is, because you can be profitable and still not have cash flow. And this is where you really want to engage an accountant to help you with this piece in your business, unless you are an accountant and that is your business. Most of us, we don't like the numbers in our business, which is why I created Paint Your Profits, because people get into business, these purpose-driven businesses, they don't want to do the numbers. That's not the fun part of the business, right? So it kind of gets ignored. It goes to the wayside, and we do the fun stuff, the stuff that gives us that immediate gratification in our business, and this stuff goes to the wayside. But it's important. It's critical. You got to have it. It's just part of having that business. And then you also need to have a marketing plan, or I have a system called your profit pyramid for marketing, because you got to know how you're bringing people into your business. What's the first step when they come in? How are you going to take them from where they are to where they want to be? What products and services do you have that's going to fill their needs? So you need to understand what your marketing, I call the profit pyramid rather than the marketing funnel, because I like people to take people up to the top rather than going down into a funnel. That's just semantics and what I visualize. But then you also have to have your sales system in place as well, or I call it the profit pyramid of sales. You've got to know, how you're bringing people into your business, and you've got to be able to close them. You've got to have that sales system in place to close them. Are you a one call close, a one step close, two step close? How are you closing people in your business? I mean, you can do all the marketing you want and bring them in the door, but if you can't convert them, if you can't make the sale, then there's not going to be any profits in your business. So you've got to understand those two components of your business, and you need to monitor those constantly and make sure you're on track with those and be able to revise those when they're not working. And then you also need to have your action plan. And your action plan includes your activity and productivity plan. You've got to map out what you're going to do week after week after week to produce profits in your business. And of course, there needs to be some flexibility in there, but for the most part, you should know what you need to do in your business every week to get it done. You need to do tracking, you need to have ledgers, you need to audit proof your business by having all of these documents in place, and it helps you grow the business. It helps you gain clarity, and with clarity, you're able to get into action and really move your business forward. So you want to have those 5 components, and you want to generate those profits worthy of you. And in order to do that, there's 3 key things that you need to do. First and foremost, you need to focus your time on revenue generating activities, or RGAs. So as a business owner, there's a lot of activities that need to happen in your business. There's administrative activities, there's marketing activities, there's sales, there's, paperwork, accounting, bookkeeping, all of that. Well, social media is a big part of business these days, but sometimes we can get caught up doing stuff that's not generating revenue in our business. But as a business owner, that's where you need to be focusing your time and energy, is on those revenue generating activities. And then the other things you either need to be doing on the edges of your day, or you need to be outsourcing those. And so that's the second key thing that you need to do, is outsource what you don't have time for and what you're not good at. You're not good at everything. I'm not good at putting websites together, so I outsource that. I'm not good at graphics. It frustrates me, and so I outsource that. So there's things in your business that you can outsource. I'm not good at accounting. Well, I am, but I don't like to do it, so I outsource that. So you need to make sure that you're focusing on where your skill set is, and outsource things that aren't your skill set, or work those in at the edges of the day so that you're focused on those activities. So other ideas would be doing those in non-peak times at the edge of your days. Also, maybe doing them on Mondays or Fridays, and then spending the other 4 days on revenue generating activities. And then the third thing you need to do is you need to have a productivity schedule. You need to have planning time. You need to have productivity or product development time, marketing time, and other key elements of your business that may not be immediate revenue generating activities, but they've got to be done. And even if you're outsourcing, you've got to be able to have time to get that information to your team. And so you make a productivity activity schedule, know when those things are going to be done, focus your time and energy on revenue generating activities, and outsource the rest. And so I'm going to share a golden nugget with you, and this is so simple, but it's so key. You should be spending your time selling or preparing to sell. And many of you may be going, oh, sales. I don't like sales. It's a necessary part of your business, and I invite you to change the language around that. Call it service. And my dad had a TV repair business for years and years and years. And when someone would call him, of course, this was back in the days when they had the great big TVs that you couldn't just haul in. Of course, we still have those, but they were heavy. It was hard to take in. And so people would call my dad, and he would come to their house. Well, those were called service calls. They weren't called sales calls. But he would go in, he would look at their TV, what was wrong with it, assess what their needs were, and then tell them how much money what he would do for them, and how much money it would cost them for him to provide that service. So sales equals service. When you are providing your product or services to someone, you are serving them. And so change the language around that if the word sales is not a word that resonates with you, because you really are doing people a great service by sharing your gifts, your talents, your products with them to make their lives better. So really change the language around that. So I just shared with you some powerful information and ideas about business planning or profit planning, some of those key components that need to be in your plan. And so, just take a second, check in. What are you thinking right now? Are you experiencing some overwhelm at the steps that it takes to create your profit plan? Are you excited about all the wonderful possibilities ahead of you? I worked with a gal for about a year, and she had an accounting business, but she was also president of a nonprofit organization as well. And when she came to me, both of those were in chaos. Her nonprofit organization, she had some of her employees, paid employees, that were wreaking havoc, causing all kinds of drama in the nonprofit, and it was unorganized, and her volunteers kept coming and going because these people were causing such a headache. She really didn't have a plan in place. And in the meantime, her accounting business, she had people's tax returns that hadn't been completed because she hadn't been able to get to them because of chaos in the nonprofit. And it was just a mess. Both businesses were in chaos. So we got together and we did the profit planning process. And we got her started on some of the key initiatives that she needed to do in her business based on that plan. She fired the employees that she had, the drama queens, in her business, in the nonprofit business, and brought in an all-volunteer staff. And within 6 months, she ran part of that nonprofit was they ran a thrift store, which created a lot of their profits in the nonprofit, a lot of the money in the nonprofit. And so the nonprofit became organized, the thrift store became organized. Within 6 months, she was finally, for the first time in 3 years, able to draw a salary from the nonprofit organization. And in the meantime, because that started running and humming along and she got systems in place there, she was able to focus and grow her accounting business as well and spend less time at the nonprofit, yet still head it up and be able to take a salary from the work that she was doing there. All because she decided to paint her profits and get that going. And so I've taught over 1,000 people 6-figure business planning or profit planning. And this was a very, very powerful program. And my Paint Your Profits plan, Paint Your Profits program, I'm now integrated into a 6-month group coaching program, which also not only does it work on the profit part of your business, it has another track of training as well, where we work on the mindset, creating greater harmony in your personal life, because it's all integrated, right? Your personal life affects your business affects your personal life, and so it's all integrated. So it's about finding that harmony between the two, and there's no such thing as balance. When you're balanced, you're either dead or standing still, you're not moving. So you want to create harmony and really get into alignment with your purpose, and then everything will flow better. And so that's a 6-month program. The next one launches in January. But in the meantime, I'd like to offer you a free gift to get you started on your journey right now. And even if you are on the journey, you're pretty clear on your purpose, I really encourage you to listen to this audio program, because you may get some great insights on how to take your business to another level, or maybe components that may be missing. So I have an audio recording that helps you really discover those key things to take your purpose, align it with your passions, and create profits in your business right away. And so you can find that audio download at purpose2passion2profits.com, and that should be on your screen, purpose2passion2profits.com. And once you sign up and you get that free audio download, it's going to ask you to purchase a workbook. I encourage you to buy the workbook. So many people just listen to an audio program and they never get the true value out of the program. So the workbook is designed to get you into action, get you planning right away, and get you making money right away. And it's $9. It's not a bank breaker, and it's really going to help you. Don't let this audio program just end up on a shelf or in a computer file somewhere. Use it. Get the benefit out of it. I designed it with people just like you in mind. And so again, that's a purpose2passion2profits.com. And then once you get that, you'll start getting some information from me, and you'll learn more about my Paint Your Profits program that will be coming up in January. I thank you for letting me share this valuable training with you today. I wish you all the best in your business, and have a great day. Namaste.